Okay, so what happened was somehow the second part of my lesson for Be Third for Freshmen didn't record after my breakout session. So I'm going to do a separate video for that section on male anatomy. So for the section A that's doing this totally virtually this class, you will be doing just watching this video. Okay, so here we go. We're going to watch a couple videos and look at a diagram. We're doing now male anatomy. That was for today's class as well. So here we go. I'm going to share a couple videos for you guys. Here we go.
Sperm are produced and released by the male reproductive organs. The testes are where sperm are produced. The testes are linked to the rest of the male reproductive organs by the vas deferens, which extends over the base of the pelvic bone, or ilium, and wraps around to the ampulla, seminal vesicle, and prostate. The urethra then runs from the bladder through the penis. Sperm production in the testes takes place in coiled structures called seminiferous tubules. Along the top of each testicle is the epididymis. This is a cord-like structure where the sperm mature and are stored. The release process starts when the penis fills with blood and becomes erect. Continuing to stimulate the penis will cause an ejaculation. Mature sperm begin their journey by traveling from the epididymis to the vas deferens, which propels sperm forward with smooth muscle contractions. The sperm arrive first at the ampulla, just above the prostate gland. Here, secretions from the seminal vesicle, located next to the ampulla, are added. Next, the seminal fluid is propelled forward through the ejaculatory ducts toward the urethra. As it passes the prostate gland, a milky fluid is added to make semen. Finally, the semen is ejaculated from the penis through the urethra.
Okay, so I want to go back to just the side view a second, just to understand that if you're looking at my cursor, we've got the testes or the testicles on one on either side, epididymis. Here's the vas deferens, that long tube. The analogous part in a female is the fallopian tube, and then it passes right here in this. It passes this organ right here, which is the bladder. Okay, notice that the bladder, then this vas deferens actually turns it. Here's a prostate, seminal vesicles here, and then this is now called the urethra. And just like in a woman's body, we too have a urethra that connects the bladder to the outside. Just something to note, and that is important, is that when the penis is erect, I don't know what the mechanism is, but urine does not go out with semen, so you do not get the same thing. So just to make a note. And also it's called the epididymis and the seminal vesicle. This person was not pronouncing it correctly. Okay, so next video. Hold on a second. I'll start back to the beginning.
In this video, we're going to go through an overview of the male reproductive system, some key concepts, and the path of sperm. Most generally, the male reproductive system, I'm going to abbreviate MRS, is made up of organs and hormones that work together to ensure reproduction, or the creation of viable offspring. The male reproductive system has three major functions. One, it produces male sex cells called sperm, or spermatozoa. Two, the male reproductive system also produces the male sex hormone called testosterone to maintain sex characteristics and sexual function in order to reproduce. And three, the male reproductive system produces seminal fluid, or sometimes called semen, to help sperm on their journey. So how is this accomplished? Let's start in the beginning, where sperm are made. There are two of them, these testes. They're filled with long tubes where sperm cells develop. So I'll write two of them, because there's one on the other side of the body that you can't see in this picture. These ball-shaped organs are protected by a sac called a scrotum. The scrotum reacts to bring the testes inside the body in cooler temperatures and away from the body in warmer temperatures. Sperm, in order to survive, must remain at a body temperature 1 degree lower than human body temperature. That's normal. These tadpole-like cells develop inside these long tubules inside the testes that can lengthen up to about 1 meter in length. And they are sustained by a hormone that we mentioned before, testosterone. If you think of testes, think of testosterone. This important hormone is available in small amounts in females and is key to sperm cell development in males and the sex characteristics that help males reproduce sexually. So it's pretty important. Next, I'd like to think of this epididymis. There are two of them in the male body. I like to think of it as the place where sperm go to college. The reason why is because this epididymis is where sperm mature. One lies on the anterior side of the testes in all males. Before sperm are prepared to travel out of the body, they travel from the epididymis to the urethra via tubes lined with cilia. Here they are, right here. And the other one is directly on the other side of the body that you can't see. This is called the vas deferens. And I'll write two, for there are two of them. A doctor will perform a male sterilization procedure called a vasectomy, which could be one way that you remember a vas deferens. They do this by cutting the vas deferens to prevent sperm from leaving the body. Before traveling out the urethra, in the penis, the sperm are given some extra food and protection on their way. Think of an organ called the seminal vesicle. Think S for sugar. Sugar in the seminal vesicle is supplied to this tube in order to provide sperm with the energy it needs to go on its journey. And second, the sperm are also supplied with an alkaline or basic fluid from the prostate gland here. There is only one prostate gland, and there are two seminal vesicles. Just as you can remember sugar, S, from the seminal vesicle, remember that P, the prostate gland, provides protection. Protection from what? Well, the sperm are on their way to a very acidic environment inside the female. At least that's what it's meant to do. The purpose of the prostate gland is to provide sperm with the protective coating to protect it from the acidic environment of a female. Next, the sperm, before they may leave the urethra, have only one exit way. And this is also the same exit way for the bladder over here, which is not a part of the reproductive system. The bladder takes wastes from the body and eliminates that waste through the urethra. Do sperm want to travel out the same place where urine has been? No way. So these two pea-sized glands here, called the bulbourethral glands, or sometimes called Cowper's glands, will secrete a clear viscous fluid out of the urethra in order to clean the urethra to lead the path of sperm freely. Now, sperm are much more likely to survive their journey because of this fluid, because of what we call precum. And once sperm leave the body through a process called ejaculation, which only occurs when the penis is hard or erect, about 300 million sperm will be released. And this is to ensure reproductive success. Once they do, they enter the female, and the female takes it from there.
Okay, I'm going to stop there, and we're going to watch perfect timing and perfect segue, because the next short video I have is all about reproduction, in that from the male standpoint. The next class we have together will be looking at contraception, but in particular female contraception, because there's a lot of there are a lot of options there. Not so much for the men. And so today, right now, we're going to show a quick video about how to put on a condom so that there is no fertilization. Okay, so hold on a second. If you were in my class in person back at SEM, hold on, we would show this film, and then I would pull out the bananas and the condoms, and we'd be doing this together. So now you're just going to have to watch the film, and we will practice this next time when I see you, whenever that is. Okay, so here we go. Last film.
Using a latex condom isn't exactly rocket science. I mean, just open the package and put it on, right? Well, sure, but there are actually some things you can do to make condoms more effective at preventing pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections. First of all, condoms can get old and weak after a couple of years, but every condom package has an expiration date. If it's past expiration date, use a newer condom. The package should be sealed so that when you squeeze it, you can feel a little air bubble. If the outside is sticky, damaged, or torn, it could mean that the condom is damaged. That's no good. Open the package gently with your fingers. No scissors or a sharp object that could poke a hole through the latex. Next, you want to pinch the tip of the condom. This gets rid of any air bubble that could cause the condom to break. Before the condom touches the penis, make sure it will roll down correctly. If you put it on the wrong way, it won't roll down easily. Roll down the condom to the base of the penis. Smooth out any air bubbles and add lube. Now you're ready for intercourse. You don't need my help for that. After sex, hold the condom against the base of the penis while pulling out. A lot of guys will lose their erection pretty soon after ejaculating. If you wait too long, the penis will get soft and the condom could roll off or semen could spill out. Holding the condom against the penis while pulling out prevents that from happening. Take the condom off away from your partner. Tie it close and you're done. Congratulations, you just prevented a pregnancy, a sexually transmitted infection, or both. Let's talk lubrication. Some condoms come lubricated, some don't. Some people like extra lubrication. Lubrication is a good thing, but make sure it's the right kind. Oil-based lubricants weaken the latex, making it more likely for the condom to break. So always use a water or silicone-based lube. Not sure if your lube is condom safe? Check out the package or read the ingredient list. Allergic to latex? Use a non-latex condom. So let's review. Expiration date. Check the package. Open gently. Pinch the tip. Roll correctly. Hold the base. Tie it off. No oil-based lube. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you don't have a lot of experience, you can always practice on yourself ahead of time. Don't have a penis? I'm sure you can find something around the house that will work. Condoms are available for free at many Planned Parenthood health centers. To find the one near you, visit PlannedParenthood.org and click on Find a Health Center.
Okay. There we go. So this is the last film, last part of the class today. And so look in the portal also for the homework that will be the next section. What was due for this before this class was the reading the girl talk about and then writing a Dear Carol. And now before the next time you have class when we're talking about female contraception in particular, you'll be reading that section in Girl Talk. All the instructions will be on the portal and Google Classroom. So have a great day. Bye, gang. If I can figure out how to turn it off.